What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm taking you through a full week of workouts. I will list everything on the screen as well as everything down in the description box just in case you want to follow along. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just providing a guide and just kind of showing you what my routine looks like. Now in my last video I said I was only going to do 4 workouts, but I was feeling good this week. So I lifted 5 days and only did 1 day of cardio. So let's go through it. I am starting off with dynamic stretching. That will be the same for all of my leg days. But let's jump into these back squats. I haven't squatted in forever and these were so hard. I felt so weak, but we're gonna get back into it. Now I will be upping my weights and lowering my reps. And then we're gonna get into some leg press. This is gonna be mostly like a quad bias leg press. If I would put my feet up a little bit higher on the platform, it would target my glutes a little bit more, but I'm hitting mostly quads. When you're doing leg press, make sure you keep your lower back all the way against the bench, okay? You don't wanna be raising your hips up off of the bench. That's putting some extra tension on your lower back that you do not need. And we're going all the way down. Now we're going to get into some glute bias step ups. I am holding on to a rail, a pole, something. That way I can reach back as far as I can. Okay, so these would be a little bit different if I was mainly focusing on quads. So I'm using this to kind of assist me, but I'm reaching my foot back. This angle doesn't look like I'm reaching back that far, but I promise you I am. But we really want that stretch and the working leg that's on the platform. Get into some leg extensions. I cycle through the same exercises, okay? I do the same things over and over. They might be in different order. The reps might be different, the weight might be different. And really take advantage of these. Don't just go through the motion, okay? I be shaking on my last reps, like shaking. Now we're gonna finish it up with some Sissy Squats. Here I just wanted to burn out and just really demolish the quads. I'm only doing 2 sets, but there's no certain amount of reps. I'm just going until pretty much I can't go anymore. And I'm just holding a 25-pound plate just to give me a little bit of added weight, but if you want more weight, you can add it on, or you can do body weight only for these. And if you don't have this machine, you can just do goblet squats until you burn out. All right, now we're moving into back and shoulders. This is the only day that I recorded me doing cardio before my workout, but I am on the stairmaster for 20 minutes before every workout. So since I decided to move one of my cardio days and only do 1 cardio day, I did add in 20 minutes, just slow and steady, nothing tough. Getting a little sweat in and getting warmed up before the workout. And then I got my warm up, my upper body warm up. This will be the same for every upper body day. Starting out with some lateral raises. I decided to use a machine because I always use dumbbells. Also with these, I always feel like I can do more weight. When I'm using dumbbells, I could barely do 10. We're going into some T-bar rows. I'm kind of jumping back and forth between back and shoulders. That way I give each body part a little bit of a break. So we hit shoulders, now we're gonna hit back. And these just keep a nice neutral spine and row it. It's just a row. Now we're moving back over to shoulders. I decided to use machine this time. I'm always doing dumbbells. Plus I'm lazy. Sometimes I just don't feel like going back and forth between the dumbbells. You gotta get up, get a higher weight. With the machine, you just, you know, it's easier. Now we're gonna go into some seated rows, seated cable rows. I'm decided to go with like, I wouldn't say this is a neutral grip, but it's definitely a close grip. Depending on your grip, it's gonna target different parts of your back. And I have seated rows twice within the week. One I'm doing a close grip, another one I'm doing a wide grip. And then we finish it off with some cable reverse flies. I decided to go single arm this time, but I just wanted to do some like single arm work. This is hitting upper back, it's hitting the delts. And then here is our single cardio day. All I did was just walk on the treadmill for 45 minutes. Just kept it at a pace of like a 2.5, read a little book, and just called it a day. But just walking, getting some steps in. You know, we're getting in the colder months, winter time. Well, it's fall, about to be winter time. I'm focusing a little bit more on my weightlifting than I am on the cardio itself. Now time for glutes and hammies. We're gonna start it off with some Kas Glute Bridges. So this was just a warm up, and then we got into the working set. I'm also doing like moderate weight right now. I end up adding in another glute day. So I was hitting glutes 3 times this week. So the weight just kind of stayed moderate. I didn't go super heavy. RDL'S up next. These are one of my favorites. I love all forms of RDL'S. Barbell, dumbbells, machines, single leg. You don't have to go all the way down. This is not a deadlift. You just wanna get as much stretch in your glutes as possible, glutes and hammies, but you wanna push the booty back. Okay, can we talk about this glute pump though? Like, the booty looks crazy. Just in case anybody asks, I am using Versa grips. This just kind of helps your hands and your forearms because sometimes it's hard to focus on the muscle group that you're working when you have to worry about your hands. So if you don't have any, get you some Versa grips. They are life-changing. then we're gonna move into some glute kickbacks. If you don't have this machine at your gym, just do cable kickbacks. You know, the strap around your ankle and do that. But yeah, we have this machine and I never use it. So I thought like, I'll do my kickbacks here. Now this is a superset. So I went straight from the glute kickbacks right into some calf raises. I rarely train calves, so I was like, you know what, let me just throw them in as a superset. So again, with a superset, you do one exercise and go immediately into the next one before you take a break. And then we're gonna finish with the abduction machine. I also haven't used this in forever. I was like, you know what, we're gonna throw that in there. These always burn like crazy, but I thought it would be a good finisher to the glute and hammy day. All right, we're moving into another upper body day. This one I kind of threw in a few exercises. I'm hitting shoulders, I'm hitting chest, I'm hitting back, just upper body. Starting off with some dumbbell lateral raises. I had to use the 15s because someone took the 10s, and this was hard. I think I only did 6 of them, but yeah, lateral raises, and then we're gonna move right into chest press. It looked like I got some baby weights on there, but this machine was heavy. It was way heavier than I thought it was gonna be, and this was my first set, so I actually stayed at this same weight the entire time. I was trying to figure out what this starting weight is, because usually a machine will list how much the starting weight is, and this one didn't. But I just know this thing was heavy. It was definitely heavier than 45 pounds. And then we're gonna move into some lat pull-downs. I'm going with a wide grip. And this is not usually the attachment I'll use, but I couldn't find the one that I like. And then we're gonna move into some dumbbell chest press. Okay, these 20s were way too light. They were way too light. This first set, I probably did like 15 of them, and then I started to increase the weight. Another seated row. So this one, you'll see I have the wide grip. When I hit shoulders and back, I have the close grip, we're hitting wide. And like I mentioned before, the different attachments or different grips target different parts of that specific muscle. And then we're gonna finish it off with some cable curls, because I probably should be training biceps and triceps more than I do. You know, I didn't even train triceps at all this week, honestly. Now this is where you can finish it off, just those 4 days, but I decided to throw in a 5th day and just hit some more glutes, just because I was feeling good. So here we go. a bonus glute day. Starting out with some Kas Glute Bridges, the usual. And again, I kept the weight pretty moderate. Like I didn't go too heavy, but I did a lot of like holding, like pausing. That's where you get the most benefits. Pause at the top and squeeze. Tell you, my glutes was on fire. I really hate hip thrust glute bridges. I hate them. That's why I was like, just knock it out first. And then we're gonna go into some reverse deficit lunges. These are just one of my favorite glute exercises. And these always leave my glutes sore every single time. So just get you a couple plates to stand on. Make sure they're sturdy and they're not gonna shift, or a very, very short box. And it's just like a slight deficit. And the weight doesn't have to be super heavy with this. I'm doing 95 pounds. You can do bar only or add more weight if this is not heavy enough for you. We got some glute bias hyperextensions. So this difference between hitting these for your glutes versus hitting these for your back, you want to round your upper back a little bit. This is the only time you don't really want to neutral spine. I turn my feet out and I bend my knees just slightly, and you'll really feel it in your hamstring and your glutes. And last but not least, we're gonna finish with some leg extensions. Make sure you're not going through the motions with these, okay? Like, you see that shake? Look at that leg shake. Yeah, but that's gonna conclude this full week of workouts. Again, I will put everything down in the description box in case you wanna follow along. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video.